What is going on, everyone? As you can see, I am headed out on a little adventure here. It is hot and humid, and we are on our way to do some snakehead fishing. And behind me, all that rattling, is my new Hobie Lynx from OC Kayak. So I am just about coming pretty close to the end of the trail here where we're going to get on the water. But in this video, targeting snakehead, like I said, hopefully some big ones. And I also just wanted to highlight some things about the Lynx and why I like it so much for shallow water fishing, especially for snakehead, and break down how I have it set up and some of the pluses, because it is a very light vessel. And I guess plus number one is that I can take it so far down this trail compared to my pro angler, where I wouldn't even think about it because it's so bulky and heavy, and the distance that I'm doing here just wouldn't make sense. But with the Lynx, definitely doable. So let me show you how I have this set up, and then we'll get on the water. All right, so the cool thing about this kayak here is how customizable it is. Let me flip this around and show you guys. So from back to front, it has no compartments for storage. And while that may be, or might seem like a downside, you can put anything you want to on it. So right here I have the Hobie H crate, and this is really nice because it ties down, and obviously there's not really a slot where you can keep a crate in where it's not going to move. So with the H crate, it's very nice. You can also add attachments to the H rail here, like I have for this catchboard. And then obviously we've got the seat, the rudder, that is all attached and can be removed very easily. I have a Yak Attack paddle holder here, Scotty rod holder. There is a track mount on either side. And the nice thing is you can actually add H rails, which I probably will be doing to the kayak. So I would have, you know, an H rail like this, but much longer, starting from here, going to the track mount. I think you can do it vice versa, where you start the track mount and go to these holes here. You can't drill into this kayak, obviously, just because it is supposed to be one solid piece and it's filled with foam. It's also great because it has this nice little sea deck here, so your feet don't get hot. And one thing I really like that isn't specific just to this boat is the pedals. So the pedals on my pro angler are a little bit longer. They also have kick-up fins, but the longer pedals make it much more difficult for getting into shallow water. And with these, you won't be dragging bottom as much. So the short fins are great for shallow water. But got my camera case here and my net right on top of it. All my rods I keep in the H crate. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All of my fishing gear, my water and things like that, I'll either have right behind me or in the crate, or under the seat, I guess, too. But that's pretty much how I have it set up for now. I probably will make some changes over the next few weeks, but that is the gist. So let's get on the water. Alrighty guys, well, we are out on the water now. I have worked up quite the sweat on that hike out here, but I'm happy, ready to be fishing. We've got some storms around. Alright buddy, I hear ya. We've got some storms around, so hopefully they don't hit us, because otherwise I've got to run back to the truck, and it was not close. But we've got the end of the outgoing here, plenty of exposed grass, maybe some shorelines that we can fish, and then we've got the tide coming up in a little bit. So we're just going to focus on areas like this where that shoreline is kind of mixed in with vegetation on the surface. Let's see if we can catch some fish. It's crazy how much grass can hold life, or how much life it'll hold. And that is one great thing about the Lynx, is getting through vegetation like this is very easy. As you can see, I still haven't even pulled my pedal drive out. I can just do little mini pedals through this, as long as it doesn't get too much thicker than what it is right now. Makes it very, very hands-free, and it allows you to cover more water more efficiently. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Come on, man. I don't know if that was a snake or a bass, but he hammered it. Oh. Just saw that frog go down and come right back up. Alrighty, well, it looks like this storm is going to come by a little bit, but I can see all of the clear skies right behind it. Just to be safe, I'm going to dip back into the woods here for a few minutes. It's starting to rain a little bit. Haven't seen any lightning, but just in case, I'm going to hop in here. If it was lightning and things like that, I would be booking it back to the truck, but not the case. So I'm gonna hop in here and I will see you guys once the storm passes. Oh, what was that? Did it spook off? What the heck was that? Oh, it's a little tiny bass. And there he goes. Oh, I thought it was a snake spooking. Alright, well, not the target species, but at least connected with a fish there. Let's see if we could do it again with a snake. Alright, so just like I was saying earlier, just another note on the Lynx is it's getting a little too thick to pedal through this. What I can do is, because it's so light, with everything off of it, it's under 50 pounds, but the way the hull is shaped, it can just glide over things. So if I keep my pedals up like that, I can easily pedal through all these grasses without much drag or resistance. So until the water comes up a little bit more, I'm gonna keep fishing these grasses, hopefully find a snakehead or two, and then just take it from there. Got a good fish. Oh, actually, pretty small. Wow. All right. Wow, look how light colored that fish is. Man, it felt like he had some weight behind him after I set the hook. Uh-oh. It's wrapped around the rod. Wrapped around the guides there. There we go. Nice, dude. All right. Well, we got a good snake eat. Let me grab the grips and I'll show them to you guys real quick. Oh. Maybe I'm not going to be showing them to you guys. Oh dear. He might get out. He might escape. He got off the hook. Let's see here. There he is. Pretty little guy. He definitely crushed it. And man, it felt like he was a heavy fish after I set the hook. Nice, healthy, probably 23-ish inch fish. He's got some really pretty colors there. Really pretty colors. We'll see you, buddy. Let's get everything straightened back up here and get back to fishing. I had a feeling that we were gonna start having a little more action after that storm passed through, and hopefully that can continue, because it should be pretty calm here the rest of the night, wind-wise and things like that. So I'm pretty excited, and hopefully we can stick a big one, because the Chesapeake Bay where I am fishing is definitely known to have some absolute giants in it. Alrighty, I just released that fish there, and we're gonna continue fishing this grass. But honestly, for a while And still, I'm not super confident in fishing grass. I usually try to avoid it if I can with snakehead, just because I feel like they swipe and miss at it a lot. But also, I don't know, it's like one of those things. I would rather fish shoreline structure or lily pads, but recently I feel like I've been... Oh my god! That is a giant bass. That is a giant bass. Holy crap. Holy crap. Alright, I'm flipping. Flip. Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. You smoked it. Oh no. He's gonna escape. He's gonna escape. No, I wanna get a measurement and a weight on you, buddy. You are by far the biggest bass, at least in length, I've caught this year. Stop. Come here. There we go. That is a tank bass. That is a tank bass. Just as I was saying, I'm starting to get a little more confident in fishing grass. Man, did he smoke it or what? Man. Get a weight on you. Alright, relax, relax, relax. Alright, he's like just over 4.5. But man, he's skinny too. Pre-spawn, that's gotta be a 6-pounder, I would think. At least 5.5. Alrighty guys, here is that Mondo bass. Absolutely beautiful. It was just over 4 pounds. It's honestly not that heavy, but right at 19 or so, just a tank of a tidal bass. Probably the longest tidal bass I have ever caught. So that is really cool. Absolutely crushed the Frogzilla, but let's get him back. Well, I was just saying how fish like to miss it in the grass, but my frog was dead center in the grass mat. Wasn't even in one of these pockets in between it, and he absolutely smoked it. He was on a mission. But yeah, I'm definitely coming around to grass a little bit more, and I still would prefer shorelines, but especially in this lynx, jeez, loud as can be. Especially in this lynx, when I can just glide right over top of it. The pro angler is really a little more difficult to handle in grass and pads, thick vegetation. But I am learning more about fishing grass, and it's starting to pay off. One thing that I have not mentioned about the lynx yet is the stability. I'm not super heavy, but for me, this boat is extremely stable. I can completely stand on one side like this, and I'm not feeling like I'm gonna tip. Obviously, I wouldn't fish like this, but you can turn around out of it and fish from the back. I don't like fishing from the side as much, like right here, because it really gets kind of tippy when you're setting the hook. But straight up, I feel like if you're under, I don't know, 250, I would think this is pretty comfortable to stand on. It's fairly wide for how light it is. I don't know the measurements. I'll put it on the screen now for the width of it, but it is very wide, so definitely comes with some pretty great stability. Oh my gosh, there's a giant up there, guys. I don't know how well you could see that. Yeah, he's sipping air. His entire back just came out of the water. He's right here. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I see it. Might be two of them. They might be spawning, and that would be unfortunate. Hopefully it's just that one. Oh no, it's two of them. Dang it. Yeah, they're spawning. Dang it. Alright, time to move on. Those fish were huge, but they are not the only huge fish around here. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. It's wrapped around one of the guides. Luckily this is a small one, otherwise I would be snapping a guide off right now. Alright. Gosh, that fish smacked it. And he went airborne, buddy. Oh man, let me see my guides. Yeah, it was wrapped around either this one or this one. That's why I stopped reeling. And that hook set must have gotten a lot of slack. Wow, lucky I landed that fish, and honestly, everything went really as well as it could there, because I could have snapped the rod and or guide off and lost the fish, but no, we got him and it went well, so happy about that. See you, buddy.